Convertible notes are similar to safes in that they're just a way for investors to invest in your company, even though it might be too early to say how much the company is actually worth. Hence, the need to convert investments into equity shares when a valuation is known at a later time. Convertible notes also have valuation caps or discounts or both. But here's the key difference. Convertible notes are technically loans with an interest rate and a maturity date. Safes are not loans. When you enter into a convertible note with an investor, they're giving you a loan, which you will have to pay back with interest. But here's the thing. If you raise a price round like your Series A before you've paid back that loan, then you've got to immediately pay back the loan in the form of company shares. At this point, convertible notes act pretty much just like safes. The investor gets actual shares with a price attached, and they can apply a discount or a valuation cap in order to convert their investment into shares in the next funding round. Okay, so let's talk about two key nuances that make convertible notes and safes different. First, remember, convertible notes are going to accrue interest just like a regular loan would, and that interest is also going to convert into shares, which is another way of saying with a convertible note, the investor typically gets more shares than they would with a safe. Second, remember, convertible notes are considered debt, which means that if a liquidation event happens, like the company sells or goes out of business or what have you, then the debtor gets priority over other equity holders, aka you got to pay the convertible note investor back first. So yeah, that's convertible notes. We'll get into how safes and convertible notes actually convert into shares later in the series. But essentially all of this info, like early stage investors, how much they put in, what kind of agreement you have with them, what the valuation cap or discount is, etc., is included on your company's cap table, which is the most important document when it comes to keeping track of ownership in a company. We created a whole video curriculum about cap tables, which is called Cap Table 101. You can watch it anytime. There's a link right downstairs if you want to go check that out. All right, so that wraps up the basics of pre-seed and seed financing, how to know when and how much money to raise and from whom, how to find and approach investors, how to sell them on your vision, and how instruments like safes and convertible notes are structured. There are a lot of moving parts here. Carta offers a suite of fundraising tools to help you through this process for that exact reason. So just so you know, in addition to the safes tool that we mentioned earlier, you can also get on Carta a scenario modeling tool that shows you how different financing scenarios are going to impact your startup. We've got a deal pro forma tool that helps you build a financing ready cap table projection for your new investors, and a deal closings workflow tool that automates the administrative tasks required to close a financing round. The next step for any startup is a big one, graduating from seed funding to institutional financing from venture capital firms. And to do that, you're gonna have to go into rooms with teams of venture capital investors and convince them in the room that they should invest in your company. And the tool that you're gonna use to do that is the pitch deck. So in the next video, we're gonna show you how to create a pitch deck that will impress venture capital investors and make them want to invest in your company. So when you're ready to check that out, go ahead and click the button below and let's do it.